All right, here's a question. Coach, what do you do on Sundays? A lot of people think about time in a very specific way, right? They think about time like I work from this time to this time. I take off these days. I relax this much. I eat dinner at this time. And I would challenge you to think about time a different way. See, I take off typically 1 day a week. It's like the Bible says. I don't need 3 days. I don't need 4 days. Some people do very little and take off 3 days. And then they complain because they hadn't hit their goals or they don't have any money. I do have periods of time where I retreat to attack, to rejuvenate. After I've been on the road for 14 straight days, or after I've just written a book that took me 2 years, or just if I've had multiple speaking engagements, or if I need to spend time with my kids, or, I believe in rejuvenation. So I want you to think about time in 3 ways. You are rejuvenated, which means to make young again, which I think is the purpose of the weekend. See, from 20 to 30, that's not how I use my weekends. I use my weekends to drink too much, really blow off a lot of steam from where I pushed hard through the week as a basketball coach. I worked 80 hours a week, and the weekends were for me and my friends just to go all out, man, just to drink and party. And then I said, man, I can't get to the level I need to get to operating like that. So then I started using the weekends to rejuvenate. So I typically take Saturday off, although yesterday I did a summit yesterday, so yesterday was not a day off for me. It's a day I had to get up, get dressed, go to the lodge, do a live hour-and-a-half training. You'd be shocked how much energy it takes to do that, to really be good. See, I don't just speak. I pour my heart and soul into it. When I'm finished speaking, I'm tired. See, a lot of people just get up and give a talk, and that's nothing wrong with that. A lot of successful people just get up and give talks about how they were successful, and there's nothing wrong with that, but that's not me. I'm a coach. I coach as hard as I can, as long as I can, with as much force as I can. So when I'm done, I'm sweating. I most likely need to take a shower. So I typically use Saturdays to rejuvenate, which means to make young again. So I have a day off. Then Sundays are natural, rhythmic, creative days for me. Okay, so we got up this morning. We went to church. It spurs a lot of creativity. We then come home and typically eat as a family. The kids lay down, take a nap because they're young. And then during that period, my wife can do what she wants to do, and I do what I want to do, which is almost always ride the bike, just finish working out, and just doing some body work stuff. Some weights over there you see on the ground, and then what I'm trying to do is get creative. As I'm getting creative, I'm producing ideas. I'm stimulated. That would mean Sunday is not an off day. It's a work day because I'm thinking about work. Okay, so I typically have 1 day off to rejuvenate, and we want to stay in a rejuvenated state. Then I have what's called practice days, which would be backstage days. Like today, I don't have any clients. Tomorrow, I do have a little bit of coaching. It is Memorial Day, but I still show up on Memorial Day and do my coaching for my students. So tomorrow would be a performance day. So I rest to rejuvenate. I practice to get ready. So I'm trying to finish a new book that I'm working on, a small one called From A to B. I'm constantly working on partnerships with people. So I've been texting over the last 2 days, Andy Elliott. I'm working with a few other people, Brandon Adams, on some things. I'm creative. I'm a creative person. So I rest, I practice, and I perform. And when I perform, I want to perform at a high level. So I don't want to be tired, fatigued, out of shape, exhausted, irritated. Like, I'm interested in being in that 1% that self-actualizes. Are you interested in being in that? I see so many people that are disinterested in their potential, man. So you are either rejuvenated, which means to make young again. You are mechanical, which means you're just tired and exhausted. Or you are burned out, which is loss of all joy or passion for something. You just don't want to do it. You don't want to think about it. I don't ever want to get to that state. So typically in a given week, I rest 1 day, Although I did get a good night's sleep last night, and I did sleep till 7:30 this morning, which is unusual. Until my wife said, "Hey, you want to participate in the family activities?" She could have said, "Hey, Eli's up. Would you like to get him?" So I rest, I practice, and I perform. And when I perform, I want to perform at such a freakish level that people walk out of there and go, "Now that impacted me." Okay? So that's my time system. Three modes. I rest, I practice, and I perform. I rest, I practice, and I perform. I rest, I practice, and I perform. Okay? So today is a rejuvenation period. A little bit of time off. Got to sleep in, went to church, got creative, went on a long bike ride, always listen to something. And then I have a flood of activities I typically send my team. I look into the future. I visioneer. What I don't do is sit around all day on Sunday and do nothing. No thing, which is what I know a lot of people do. So you got to decide what level you want to play at. I've made a decision to leave my amateur desires behind and go pro. And to go pro, I got to be at my best because I want to be one of the best in the world. Okay? So you got to make up your mind what you are going to do. Now, it's Memorial Day weekend. If you've been noticing, we're running some incredible specials. My team reached out to me today, said, "Sales over, coach." And I said, let's go through tomorrow. There's still a few stragglers. They want to do it. They want to play at a high level. They're close to making a decision. So give them one more day. So I'm going to give you one more day. Some things up to 50% off. Some things are 40% off. But if you're going to get in with me, man, this is the time to do it. If you want to be in that 1% that self-actualizes. Okay? That'll probably be another book I write at some point, The Habits of the Top 1%. Love you guys. Have a great day. Everybody needs a coach in life. Let's make it a great day. I'll post the link. And when I post the link, get in on the special, man. Let's go. Let's do this.
Before I get started, there is one very important question I have to ask you.
Coach Micheal Burt, Monster Producer Academy CEO. He's a personal friend of mine.
What good is it to have knowledge with no desire? What good is it to have desire with no skill? What good is it to have knowledge and skill with no confidence?
A big part of activating your prey drive is finding and refining your talent. This is something that helps you get to the next place.
People are made up of 4 parts: a body, a mind, a heart, and a spirit.
You need to know you, and then you need to have an awareness, and sometimes you don't even know what you need.
So all 4 parts of our nature have to be clicking. Your hard skill solves my problem. The bigger the problem, the more money people will pay to solve it.
Everything is valuable to your future. What I'm really paying you for is your past.
A monster producer combines multiple skills to dominate a market.
When you get to wake up every day and do what you love doing, man, it is hard not to be motivated.
They think at a higher ordinance than everybody else. They want to create new things.
I have a conviction about me, and that's the conviction that you feel when I talk, when I speak. It comes across as passion.
You got to learn how to connect to another person at such a deep level that it moves them. You have goals, you have targets, but you don't have a sense of urgency.
They're going to exchange money, energy. They're going to raise capital. They're going to start new businesses. There's going to be joint ventures.
I think your purpose finds you. It is activated. The word activate means to initiate.
Discipline, which is a derivative of the word disciple, which means to give yourself to a person or cause you believe in. Do you believe in your future, yes or no?
When we know better, we do better. Finding the problem that you are uniquely qualified to solve, and you don't know what problem you really solve for whom, then there is no big financial exchange right there. You should leave here thinking bigger today than when you came.
And I want to shake your hand and look you in the eyeball when you make this decision. Thank you. We'll see you in the back. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.